Hello my Wolfpack and welcome to the TBL Summer League Week 1 Team Builder. So, yes, we have some Tshen this week, a very scary person. I will admit I have already done the battle. I'm going to try my best to not spoil anything. I'm not going to talk about the match at all, but unfortunately I couldn't do this beforehand because I didn't have my rig set up or anything. So, I have had the battle. I do need to record the battle because I didn't have the opportunity to record it at the time because I didn't have my recording equipment all set up, but yes, we are coming into the TBL Week 1. Pretty hot. I will admit, this team, I initially really liked it, and kind of as soon as I got it sorted and sent it off to a Genner, because we all gen, not all of us gen, but some of us gen, and everyone knows that we gen. It's full disclosure in the league, just to save us having to breed all these mons every single week. So if anyone has any issue with that, you can comment down below and let me know, but honestly, everyone knows, everyone's aware of it. As long as everything is legal, which we all ensure it is, then we're all okay. So yes, I just want to clarify that beforehand. Honestly, when I sent this off to Jenna, I started to doubt the team, and at that point, like, it was like 24 hours later, and I was like, oh my god, they probably have already gen this. I really don't like this team. I really just started to become negative with this team. I was having practice rounds with it before I sent it off, and I was doing really well with it, and then I sent it off and I was just having a really bad time. I just kept on losing. I couldn't kind of get any higher on the ladder. Honestly, I was losing like 4 or 5 matches in a row with this thing whilst winning like 1 or 2, so it really was kind of, it went downhill quite fast for me with this team, but it is still a pretty nice team, if I do say so myself. So, let's talk about Tshen's team, the Fantasyland Garbodors. We have a Greninja Protein, Mimikyu, Emboar, Tornadus, Ditto, Zeb Striker, Mega Aggron, Hydreigon, Shaman, Gastrodon, and Necrozma. So, I have put the 6 that I initially thought he was bringing. Obviously, I'm not going to say what he brought, but these were the 6 that I thought he was going to bring. Protein Greninja was 100% guaranteed. I'm 100% sure that is coming. Emboar, he seemed really kind of happy with the Emboar. He seemed like to think that would come and bring his team together, so I really think that that will probably be coming this first week. Tornadus, I think, is just generally a really good one. Not quite as good without the rain, but you can have things like Knockoff. You can have Z Hurricane. You don't have a Z user on this, but you can have Hurricane. Just in general, I think the Tornadus would be a good bet here. Also, I'm not sure if it's Tornadus, that Tornadus gets regenerated. I'm not sure if it's this one or the other one. Mega Aggron 100% coming. I really don't have much to deal with Mega Aggron. I will full well admit that. It's really quite a difficult one to deal with. Hydreigon is probably coming as well. Hydreigon is a really good mon. It's a Z user. It can just destroy things. I really am expecting Hydreigon to come. 100%. Yeah, it's such a versatile move ball. It's a Z user, and yeah, it can just do so much. So honestly, I'm expecting that to come. Necrozma as well is the final one that I'm expecting to come, just because Necrozma does have some kind of power. I don't personally see it, but a lot of people do see it. So Necrozma is possibly a thing that's coming. But yeah, we'll see kind of how the match turns out tomorrow when the actual battle comes out. And let's go into my team, and I will kind of talk about what I'm using to counter it. So first of all, we have Durant, Steve the Durant, because, you know, I really love Steve. All Durants are called Steve. 100%, they're all Steve, even the female ones, they're all Steve. We've got Choice Scarf on this thing, so boosting up his speed. It's faster than Greninja. X's are Iron Head, Superpower, and Stone Edge. Basically, Superpower puts a dent into the Mega Aggron, not a huge dent, but it puts some dent. X's takes out the Greninja Protein at its full health, same with Hydreigon. Actually, I'm not sure if it wasn't Hydreigon, I think it was a roll, possibly. I think it was a 2-hit KO on Necrozma. Iron Head really destroys the Mimikyu after we've got rid of that disguise. Honestly, if the Ditto came on this thing, it would be really handy, because obviously we would both be the same speed as we're both Choice Scarfed. Zeb Striker honestly isn't putting too much worry on me here. X-Scissor or Superpower or Stone Edge will generally do a good job. Tornadus, Stone Edge, that I believe that was a 1-hit KO. And Shaman, I think X-Scissor again was a 1-hit KO as long as he wasn't defensive. So yeah, generally Durant was gonna put in a lot of work here, was definitely gonna put in a lot of work, or is gonna put in a lot of work in, should I say, if I try and do this from that point of view. I chose to go Swarm over Hustle. I considered Hustle, and I was like, I really don't want to risk missing the attacks. Honestly, missing the attacks would cause me such issue if I did, so I really don't want to miss them. That's kind of my thought process there. So I went Swarm in the hope that we would go down to low health and hopefully get the Swarm activated with Egg Scissor. And EVs, we have max HP and max attack with an adamant nature, so more attack and less special attack, and 4 EVs in defense. Nothing in speed, which I know is very weird, but I thought I need to outspeed that Protein Greninja, and the only way to do it was through a Choice Scarf. And even though I had the Choice Scarf there, it wasn't really too much of a worry. Part of me did really worry about Hydreigon being Scarfed, because I generally do run Scarf Hydreigon, so I was kind of worried about that after I sent this off, because I was like, oh, if a Scarf Hydreigon comes, we're not outspeeding it. So kind of see, and obviously it does get Fire Blast, so it is possible that it will take us out there. So yeah, that's Durant. Can do quite a bit of coverage, but isn't really going to be living many hits. It can live a couple of physical ones, but nothing really too special. And next we have Drago, the Charizard X. Obviously holding the Charizard XI, blazes the ability to start off with, goes into Tough Claws, which boosts the effect of Dragon Claw. And we have Dragon Dance, Dragon Claw, Thunder Punch, and Fire Punch here. This is 100% my win com. 100%. In all my mocks, basically it relied on me getting 1 or 2 Dragon Dances up and just going in for the sweep. Generally, with 1 Dragon Dance outspeed everything as long as it's not Scarfed. And I believe with 2 Dragon Dances, I can one-hit KO almost anything. The Ditto would cause issues coming on next. Obviously, it would get that plus Scarf, so that is a big problem. So 1 or 2 Dragon Dances really just put the work in. Obviously, if Gastrodon comes, it can basically wall this thing, unless I get, I think, 3 Dragon Dances up. So obviously, that's going to be a bit of a risk there, because I don't really want to be sat around getting scolded by a Gastrodon or Earthquaked, because I'm going to lose my flying ability when I Mega Evolve. Rocks are going to be really scary here. I'm expecting them to come up very early with Mega Aggron. Very, very scary. Opted to run Fire Punch instead of Flare Blitz, so I didn't want to take the damage. I'm not running Roost this week, so yeah, I didn't want to take the extra damage with Flare Blitz. EVs, we have max attack and 240 in speed with Jolly Nature. I think this ensured that we outsped the Protein Greninja with a +1. Or was it maybe... I don't know. I think it was Protein Greninja we outspeed at +1. Or there was a Scarf, some kind of Scarf that I put in there. Maybe Scarf Ember or something, ensuring that we outspeed that. I'm not 100% sure what I put that in, because I did create this team over a week ago now. But Thunder Punch covers the Greninja Protein. It covers the Tornado. Sorry, it can cover. It can generally hit a lot of things for good damage. Dragon Claw covers obviously the Hydreigon there really well. It can cover not the Mimikyu, but the Mimikyu can be covered by Fire Punch. It can cover Ditto if that comes in, and I predict it coming in. It covers Zebstrika. Mega Aggron can be hit by the Fire Punch. Obviously, Filter is going to reduce the effects there, but we are hopefully going to be able to get some hits off there. And yeah, just generally, this thing, I need to get a Dragon Dance or 2 up, and then hopefully I can sweep, assuming that Ditto doesn't come in and gets kind of my boosts there as well, on top of a Scarf. I've got a hiccup. Okay, so now looking at Taboo Bulu. Taboo Bulu is going to be pretty good in this. I'm pretty sure the Gastrodon's not coming just because of Bulu. Bulu puts so much pressure on the team. I do have issues with Greninja Protein with Gunk Shot. That will cause me a lot of issues. Ember will generally cause me a few issues. Really should have opted to run Zen Headbutt now, actually looking back on it, but Horn Leech, Wood Hammer, Mega Horn, and Superpower does somewhat work. Mega Horn hits the Hydreigon really good, but so does Horn Leech. I think Horn Leech can take 30 to 36%. I think Horn Leech does, with the grassy terrain. Shaman is another issue, but Mega Horn we can hit that with super effective damage. Gastrodon we're hitting with the Horn Leech, and Necrozma again with Mega Horn. Mega Aggron we're hitting with the Superpower. Zebstrika we're hitting with Horn Leech. Ditto, if that comes in, probably be a Mega Horn situation. Tornadus. Don't really have anything for Tornadus, so probably would have to force a switch out. Emboar, again, kind of similar. Maybe Superpower if I need to, but yeah, we've got Mimikyu there as well. Mimikyu I don't think is going to be taking too many issues. We'll Horn Leech that. And same with Greninja. As long as it's not got Gunk Shot, we can live any other attack that he wants to do. And Horn Leech it and take it out, because that's a 100% chance to take it out, assuming that it's not max attack, no, max defense and max HP, which even then I think it takes it out. EVs, we had 128 in attack, 132 into special defense, and 248 in HP. Holding the Assault Vest here, so we are 1.5 timesing our special defense. I think Assault Vest really works on Taboo Bulu. Honestly, there are so many special scary mons, like even a Sludge Bomb from an Amogus doesn't kill Taboo Bulu at this point. So yeah, honestly, it's quite good. Yeah, I was just gonna stick with that. It's quite good. It's gonna hopefully put in a lot of work this week, and just in general can really start to wear the team down. The only thing that's really scary is the Mega Aggron Heavy Slam or the Greninja. What is it? Gunk Shot. I can't think of words today, but yes, that is Taboo Bulu, Big Bull. We have Celeste. Celeste is shiny. I love my Celeste. My Celeste is gorgeous, and I'm running the annoying set this week. I didn't really want to run it, but I kind of need all 4 of these moves, and I can only really fit them on Umbreon, which is really unfortunate, but I just had to. Leftovers and Synchronize. So Synchronize if I get Toxics, because I'm expecting a few Toxics. Obviously, if the Mega Aggron comes in, I'm not able to touch it. I'm not able to touch Mega Aggron at all, and I think the rest of the team I can poison and try and stall out with Wish and Protect if absolutely needed. We have Heal Bell to get rid of any Toxics on other monks. I think I really need to keep Lando T healthy in this match. I'm sorry, I'm sweating a little bit, just my room is absolutely boiling. We're having a mini heat wave over here in the UK, and as a bigger guy, generally I sweat a lot, but you don't really need to know that. Toxic, I need to start racking up some toxic damage on a few things. I can't quite one-hit KO many things without Charizard being Dragon Dance, so I do need to hit some Toxics and just reduce some health down a little bit. And Wish and Protect, Wish Passing is going to be needed here. Honestly, in all my mock matches, the biggest thing was keeping Umbreon healthy so I could Wish Pass into other things. That was really, really important. So running max special defense and max HP on this thing with a Calm Nature, some more special defense and less attack, 4 EVs in defense. And yeah, this thing hopefully is not going to see much battle time. It's probably going to be switch in, switch out, maybe absorb a couple of hits if I need it to. Honestly, I think this thing will probably be going down late game. I'm not letting it go down early. But if it does go down early, I think that's guarantees a lose for us. Just because I really do need it to keep the other mons healthy. And next up we have Cloud Dog. Cloud Dog is Lando T, which is a very cool mon. Running it defensively this week, not that I really need the more bulk on my team, but I thought screw it. You know, let's go defense. The best defense. No, the best offense is good defense there. That doesn't work. But we have Rocky Helmet Intimidate. So Rocky Helmet does 16% damage for every time that you get hit by a physical move, or like a move that actually hits you. Intimidate reduces the opponent's attack. I've got Stealth Rocks to set up your rocks because I really do need rocks. I did replace Stone Edge with Earthquake in the end. Stone Edge has been replaced by Earthquake. I just found that Earthquake did a little bit better than Stone Edge after I did a few mocks, so I did make that modification, and yeah, I decided to do that. Knock off to get rid of items, because I know there are going to be so many frustrating items on this team. I think that Emboar could definitely be Scarfed. Greninja Protein probably going to be Life Orb, so getting that off can be helpful. Shaman's probably going to be Leftovers if that comes. Hydreigon, I'm not sure what that's going to hold, maybe even a Choice Scarf, so I might be able to take that out. And the Crozma I can see being Leftovers or a Z move, so kind of knocking off on that would be important, and it hits super effective damage. And Defog, just to get rid of rocks, so I know they're coming, they have to come. 100%, like I have to run some kind of Defog or Rapid Spin to be able to get a Charizard in at all. Ideally I want to get Charizard in early and Mega Evolve it, just so I'm not dealing with rocks damage. And we defog, get rid of things, max HP and max defense with a Impish Nature, so more defense and less special attack, and 4 EVs in attack, just boosting those attacks a little bit more. Yeah, Lando's probably going to be my lead, just getting my Stealth Rocks out first turn. At least that's my thought process in the minute. Now I'm pretending that I haven't done the match, but yeah, that was kind of my thought process going into the match. I want to start off with Stealth Rocks, so yeah, there's that. And finally, we have Meletta, which I think is going to be the MVP this week. I think Meletta is going to put in a lot more work than I think it is. Honestly, it hasn't got the best offensive stats, or like the best physical stats, sorry, but the special stats are absolutely stellar. We have 128 in special attack and in special defense, and 90 in speed, 100 in HP, which means we can probably take a hit from anything. Holding the Fighting Z this week with Serene Grace boosting our secondary effects, although we don't really have any secondary effects this week. The Fighting Z there is just going to be putting the pressure on the Mega Aggron. That's the important thing. Carmine to set up our special attack and special defense. That's kind of important. Hopefully we don't get toxic or anything, because that really does put the pressure on us to kind of have to start sweeping or switch out, which I really don't want to do if I've got Carmine set up. Psyshock is just there. I'm not sure why I ran it in the end. I think I ran it because of a especially defensive Shaman. I think that was the reason that I decided to go for Psyshock. Focus Blast is there for the Hydreigon, not the Hydreigon, it hits the Hydreigon as well though, but it's there for the Mega Aggron. Honestly, this thing is mostly here for the Mega Aggron. I really need some special offense on this thing, on my team. Like, I have not got much special offense at all. I could have ran a special Lando, but I didn't this week. The Grass not there as well to get rid of the Gastrodon, just in case that comes and Bulu goes down, because I think that's definitely a possibility. And also hits the Greninja. But so does Focus Blast, as long as it's not Z-moved, proteined into something else. Honestly, this thing can put a little bit of pressure on things. It can hit Mimikyu, it can hit Emboar pretty well, it can hit Tornadus. Ditto could come in on it, but we can try and hit it with a Focus Blast and hopefully put pressure on there. Zebstrike can come in. Honestly, this, like, Meletta can pretty much deal with almost anything on the team. The only thing it really doesn't want to see is a Hydreigon switch in after it's killed something. Or like we have to predict the switch is kind of there. And a Necrozma could also be a bit of a problem, but yeah, that is kind of my ideas for this week. Nothing really too kind of elaborate. Honestly, I'm a little bit regretting kind of certain mons that I'm bringing a little bit. I don't feel this team kind of has the synergy that I saw when I first started with it, and either that I lost this synergy. I was making it work to start off with. It really was working. It was getting so many wins. I was having like 10 wins to 1 loss. But then I just came back a couple of days later and just wasn't playing ball. I just couldn't get back on it. So yeah, this team, I don't know, it was alright to start off with, and then it just went downhill. But that's all I can say. Tomorrow we'll have the battle up, so that'll be post commentary, because unfortunately I couldn't record it at the same time. But I will try and get all the details in there for you. I hope you enjoyed this. If you have, please do like, subscribe and comment. Let me know what you think down in the comment section below. Anyways, I'm out of here, so I hope you had a good one, and I'll see you soon.